The quest for the Chuckling Chameleon. Once upon a time, in a lush jungle full of colorful creatures, there was a mischievous chameleon named Chuckles. He loved to play tricks on the other animals, and his favorite thing to do was to make them laugh with his silly faces and funny noises. One day, Chuckles disappeared from the jungle, leaving all his friends wondering where he could have gone. They searched high and low, but there was no sign of Chuckles anywhere. The animals started to worry that maybe something had happened to him. Then, they received a mysterious message that said, "Find the Chuckling Chameleon and he will lead you to a great treasure." The animals were excited at the idea of finding Chuckles and maybe even a treasure, so they set out on a quest to find the Chuckling Chameleon. First, they went to the wise old owl, who told them that Chuckles had been seen near the river a few days ago. The animals went to the river, and sure enough, they found Chuckles sitting on a rock, giggling to himself. "Chuckles, we've been looking for you everywhere." "Where have you been?" asked the lion. "I've been practicing my new trick," said Chuckles, and he started to puff up his body and change colors rapidly. The animals couldn't help but laugh at Chuckles' silly trick. After they stopped laughing, they asked him about the treasure. "Oh, the treasure is at the top of that tall mountain over there. But you have to solve 3 tricky riddles to get to it," said Chuckles. So the animals set off to climb the mountain, and on the way up, they encountered their first challenge. A giant boulder blocked the path, and there was a riddle written on it. The riddle read, "I can be cracked, made, told, and played. What am I?" The animals scratched their heads, trying to guess the answer. Suddenly, the monkey spoke up, "It's a joke. Because you can crack a joke, make a joke, tell a joke, and play a joke." The boulder rumbled and then moved aside, revealing the path again. The animals continued up the mountain, encountering 2 more riddles, each trickier than the last, but they solved them all with their clever wit and teamwork. Finally, they reached the top of the mountain and found a huge chest full of gold and glittering jewels. But when they tried to open it, they discovered that it was locked tight with a complicated lock. "I bet Chuckles knows the combination to the lock," said the elephant. They turned to Chuckles, who was laughing so hard that tears were streaming down his face. Finally, he caught his breath and said, "The combination is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and more." At first, the animals were confused, but then they realized that Chuckles had tricked them again. They tried the combination 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, and sure enough, the lock clicked open. The animals cheered and hugged each other, overjoyed at their success. They thanked Chuckles and realized that their friendship was the true treasure all along. From that day on, Chuckles was no longer mischievous, but instead, he used his talents to make his friends laugh and smile. And the animals never forgot the valuable lesson they learned during their quest. Sometimes the greatest treasure is the adventure that leads you there.